Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know what you're thinking. What the hell have I done to my lips? It's okay, I did a Kylie Jenner tutorial just before, so that's why my lips look like this and really bigger than normal, even though my lips are already big. That's why they are like this. So hopefully they're not too distracting through this video. But this video, I'm going to show you guys how to contour your nose, or how I contour my nose, just because I've got a very round, plump nose. That's a really weird way to describe it. But I'm going to show you how to make it look slimmer and shorter as well. So let's get right into it. Okay, so today what I'm using to contour my nose, I am going to be using this shadow right here, and it is a very cool tone brown. It's an Inglot shadow in the color 342. I think cool tone shadows are definitely what you should be contouring with. The only time I do contour with a warmer kind of bronzer is usually like on my cheeks or on my nose, and then I go in with a cooler tone, so the transition is a little bit more gradual and easy, just because sometimes when you put just a cool tone and you overdo it, it can look very grey and it can be very, very obvious. So if you use maybe a bronzer or something, just here or on the nose or whatever, just a tiny bit, and then go in with your cool tone just to define it. It will help, and it will be like more of a gradual contour, if you know what I mean, just so you don't see those grey lines on the nose. Contouring is meant to be quite subtle depending what you're going for. Obviously you want it to be very subtle on the nose. You don't want people to see two lines down the side of your nose, or you don't want it to look dirty. So that's the shadow I'm going to be using today. Sometimes I do use my Australis contour kit, and the color I do use is this one right here because it's the coolest brown in the palette. The other two are very, very warm. But I do have a little bit of trouble contouring with this palette just because it's so pigmented, and once it sticks onto your skin, it's very, very hard to blend out. So I'm going to go in with the Inglot shadow, but I will be using this banana shade here just to highlight the sides of my nose, and I'll get into detail why we do that later. So I'm just going to, I'm thinking, should I take this brush or should I take this brush? I think I'm going to take this brush here. It's like just a fat, fluffy kind of brush. And I'm going to take that shadow and I'm going to contour the sides of my nose. You can probably see me sweating because I've turned off the fan, so there's no background noise. So I'm like sweating up here. It's really disgusting. So I'm going to take this brush and literally I'm going to just dab it in, and that's it. And then sometimes you want to even pat off the excess just because you don't want it to be too obvious, and the smallest amount will go the longest way as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start from here and then just kind of not swipe it but pat it very, very softly, because if you swipe you could be taking off your foundation underneath as well. So I'm just going to start patting the sides, and I'm going to go straight down because I want my nose to look slimmer. You can maybe see it very subtly in the camera. Some people go like up and all the way around the eye, but I don't see the point in that because I don't want to bring this area in right here. So I'm just going to pat that. The closer you bring in the lines, the thinner your nose will look. That's what people say. So I'm just going to be patting under the nose as well because I want that to look a little bit shorter as well. And always start with a little bit and then work your way there. Another tip I can suggest is when you've done all your face makeup before you've contoured, make sure you powder your nose, just so you're not going straight in with contour color. It can be very, very hard to blend out, and that contour color will stick like on that foundation, and it set the foundation, so it's very hard to blend out. So make sure you set all your face makeup before you go in to contour, because it will be easier to blend out. So now I'm just going to go in to the other side and just pat. I'm sweating so much. I'm just going to also shade right there and right there because I want this tip to look smaller. I like highlighting my nose even though I do have a bigger nose, but it's total preference. If you don't want to draw attention to your nose, do not highlight it like with a shimmery powder or like a lighter colour. But that's total preference again. It's totally what you want to do. Always experiment when you are contouring because you will find a way that will suit your nose the best. Everyone's nose is different. So I'm just going to do this. I'm hoping this tutorial is going to help somebody. Okay, so it looks pretty not that great right now, but that's okay. Now I'm going to go into my AC contour kit. This one's like a dupe for the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit, or Anastasia as an Australian would probably say. I'm going to go in with this yellow colour here, and I'm going in with this flat brush. And what I'm going to do right now is put highlight on the side of my nose. This will make it look more like cheek. It would just, I don't know how to explain it, it's very complicated. This will make it definitely look more like cheek, and you just bring it up and you can see where that shadow is. I'm going to bring it up really close to it, and it's going to define that line even more. Sometimes I even let this powder just sit on my nose. Drag queens would call it baking, when you just let the powder set and then you wipe it off. So I'm just going to go really close. It's almost like an eraser as well. It can fix the boo-boos that you made if you went too far with your contouring. As long as you were very light-handed with it, it usually can be fixed. You can actually see now where the line is. I'm just going to put a bit of powder there, and a little bit here, but not on the nostril. We ain't highlighting the nostril. Okay. It's just really good, and this powder's super pigmented as well. So just bringing it up. You can see like it looks crazy. So hungry. So I'm definitely still learning with the whole contouring thing. Like for the nose is so hard. Some days I'll have a really good nose contouring day, and some days it's just a pain in the ass and I just can't be bothered. It really does take practice, and you will find the way that works best for you. It's just all about time and patience, but it's very annoying because I just want to be good at it now. This is the way that I reckon works best for me. I haven't found another way. All the other ways kind of made my nose probably look bigger than it was. Okay, so I'm going to let this powder sit for a little bit, just so it really sets in there. And then I'll just wipe it off, and then we'll see if we need to fix anything else. I'm just going to put a little bit of that banana powder right here, just to bring that bridge forward because it looked like it had a bit of contour powder on it. So I've let that powder set, so I'm just going to start wiping off the excess, and you can see it's disappearing straight away. So now I'm just going to take a loose powder here. This is just a Nude by Nature mineral powder, and what I like to do just when I feel like maybe I can see the lines a little bit too much for my liking, I just grab a loose powder and I just pat it over the top just to soften the lines, but usually it's not that bad. Okay guys, so that's it for the contouring video. I hope you did enjoy it, and hopefully it did help in some way, shape or form. Just because I'm looking at this light, I'm looking at the camera, I don't think it's picking up anything because I've done it so lightly. I don't want it to be obviously drawn on my nose, and I don't want you guys to visually see that I've contoured my nose. So that's what it looks like. Hopefully it did help you, but I'm still practicing myself. You guys just wanted to see how I do it, so that's the reason I did do the video. Before I forget, my Instagram, Twitter and Facebook is linked all down below, So if you guys want to just chat with me or see what I'm up to, you can go follow me on those social networks. And until next time, I'll see you very soon in my next video. It will probably be this makeup look here, and I'll see you guys very soon. See ya.